Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Movie Magic Show for Wednesday, the 13th of October, 2021. I'm one of your hosts, Shane Bailey, joined by my wickedly talented cast. To my right, he loves his VR and shaking his hips like Shakira. Please welcome the era of Jason Mira.
Hey.
And to his right, the dulcet tones in your headphones, here to engineer a sincere atmosphere, Terry Fear.
Good evening, all. How are we?
And to his right, it's the film filleting, TV show hating, collating something, Mr. Movies Ben Stapleton.
Yes, we haven't really picked the thing for me to collate.
No, what are you collating, Ben? Good memories? That doesn't roll off the tongue, though.
Maybe, like, no, scientific theory doesn't really go off either.
Maybe I'm going to have to
Anecdote.
replace collating. I'm going to need something else. that
Anecdote
rhymes.
collating?
The
Ben's always filled with fun
the
anecdotes.
laws of thermodynamics.
Yeah, that'll roll right off the
I was
tongue.
going to find a new word that rhymes with filleting. Anyway, that's future Shane's problem. If you're joining us for the first time, this is the Movie Magic Show every Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. We chuckleheads get together to love, like, bash, and trash the latest the entertainment world has to offer. If you like that, follow us here on Twitch. You can also catch all our past episodes on my YouTube channel. Just search Magic Casts, all one word, on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter as well, at Movie Magic Show. We'll notify you when we're going live and which topics we'll be discussing. Speaking of topics we'll be discussing, this week we are reviewing the Ryan Reynolds action comedy Free Guy, which is streaming right now on Disney+. That's where you can go watch it for yourself if you'd like to partake in the conversation. Before we get to that, though, we want to set up our end games. These are games that we like to play at the end of the show. First among them are our movie quotes. We're going to give you 2 film quotes. You need to try and guess which films they're from. And then we'll reveal the answers at the end of the show. I'm going to go to Mr. Movies Ben Stapleton for movie quote number 1.
This isn't a big quote in the movie, so I won't hide it. I had a brother, a baby brother, and he was perfect. Perfect in every way.
I've definitely seen this, haven't I?
Yep. Everyone's seen this one.
Yeah.
And you'll notice my accent didn't change. On purpose.
Okay.
On purpose.
Do you guys know?
It sounds familiar. And when you say it
so
didn't
familiar.
change, are you saying that that was an Australian accented quote?
I'm just saying I did a perfect rendition of that quote.
Okay.
In an Australian accent.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That's a
just
hint
like
right there. And movie quote number 2, courtesy of yours truly. Don't worry, they're fine. You can't crush a soul here. That's what life on Earth is for.
I know it.
I
I know it.
I don't think I know this one.
And the other game we like to play is 6 Degrees. We're going to give you 2 movie actors. You need to try and link them via films that they've appeared in. It's going to go to the dulcet tones of Terry Fear for this one.
Yeah. Ready. So, 2 actors. I went with Adam Sandler to Jeff Bridges.
Ooh. Yeah, that's
Jeff Bridges,
right.
Adam Sandler. We will come to our own solution at the end of the show. But before we get to the end of the show, let's get to the start of the show with our review of Free Guy. Like I said, this is the latest action comedy from Ryan Reynolds with a runtime of 1 hour and 55 minutes. The IMDb synopsis reads, a bank teller discovers that he's actually an NPC inside a brutal open-world video game. For those playing at home, NPC, non-playable character. Directed by Sean Levy, written by Matt Lieberman and Zach Penn. It stars Ryan Reynolds in the titular role as Guy. We have Jodie Comer as Millie, Taika Waititi as Antoine, Lil Rel Howery as Buddy, and Joe Keery as Keys. Anyway, like I said, this one I think was meant to come out, I want to say last year, June last year.
Yeah, that's right.
And just kept getting pushed back because of COVID, and obviously they want to release it in the cinemas and get money. And then I think it did release cinematically for a bit. I'm not sure if it happened.
I
here.
saw it at the cinemas.
You saw it at the cinemas, there you go. But then quickly shuffled into Disney Plus, taking a big fat check from the house of Mickey Mouse. Anyway,
The
we've
House of
all
Mouse?
seen this one, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Beautiful. I'm going to go to the dulcet tones of Terry Fear for his thoughts first.
Thank you. Yeah, this was actually the first movie at the cinemas that I've seen in many, many months. And I was so glad to see that it was there, because the marketing for this movie has been quite good. There's been a nice selection of tangential trailers for the film that don't really have anything to do with the film, like just interviews and little things on YouTube with Ryan Reynolds' YouTube channel, which has been really entertaining. And so I was hyped for the movie without having anything spoiled for me, apart from the premise, which is it's an NPC in this world. I really thoroughly enjoyed this film. Just ear to ear smiles and laughs throughout. As someone who plays a lot of video games, there's so many tropes that this film just kind of flashes up on screen and passes, and it's just like toxic, toxic teenagers and 12s and stuff like that, and 12s. Yeah, just really, really fun. I like that they captured that really, really well. I loved Taika Waititi's character and the lens that was kind of cast on the games industry by the film. Like, this is a really clever film to me, because it kind of touches on a lot of different things, and it was just interesting hearing my own kind of thoughts thrown back at me in Taika's accent, or like things that I've thought about coming out of his mouth. It's like they'll swallow up whatever sequels, like sequel. It doesn't matter. We'll just repackage it and sell it to them. And it's like, I don't care what I told them. Like, they're going to get what I give them, and they're going to like it, because that's like, I'm the architect of this kind of creation and stuff like that.
FIFA, anyone?
Yeah, exactly. or COD, or any of the
Madden,
franchising. It's like, yeah. And there's, I don't know. Struck a lot of nostalgic notes with some of the sound bits that you hear throughout the film. Really fun star-studded cameos throughout as well. There's a really fun cameo. Do we talk about this sort of stuff, or is that considered spoilerish?
Yeah, go for it.
I love Channing Tatum's cameo in this. Absolutely love it. Like, he's in the opening kind of scroll, and you like think that's it, but then he's like he's a player character that has a bit of a role, and the player that plays that character is hilarious as well. The semi-basement dwelling like child who's a streamer, and he's like yelling at his mum who comes in vacuuming. But is he from the Benchwarmers? I'm trying to remember where that guy's from. He's one of the henchmen. He's one of the henchmen in the Netflix series of Unfortunate Events adaptations with the guy's name's Barney Stinson. Why is his name
Neil Patrick Harris?
Neil Patrick Harris. Yeah, love it. Just really, really love the film. Good balance of laughs to feels. The only thing that was really distracting was Buddy. His buddy, the Ryan Reynolds character's friend, whose name was Buddy. I just couldn't get out of my head that he sounded very much like Chris Hart.
Kevin Hart.
So Kevin Hart. Why did I say?
He was doing his best Kevin Hart.
Yeah, he was doing his very best Kevin Hart.
I mean, that's why he was cast, right? That's
exactly, and I'm like,
no, I don't have this.
Why couldn't they have just got Kevin Hart? I mean, maybe he's too expensive.
Wasn't in the budget.
Yeah, that's
maybe.
it.
Yeah, it was just like
in a Kevin Hart movie. If they got Kevin Hart, like,
well, exactly. Yeah, Kevin Hart's not paying second fiddle to anyone.
Yeah, that's kind of true. But yeah, I don't know. I found that a little distracting. I'm like, we kind of want Kevin Hart. We can't get Kevin Hart, so we're going to get a guy who does a really good impersonation of him, tonally and like attitude. I'm like, it just that's the only guy. He did a great job. Like, if he was a Kevin Hart impersonator and like I'd hired him to do that, he crushed it. Like, did a really good job with that. But I couldn't stop thinking that I would have liked to have seen Kevin Hart in that role. Yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot that I have to kind of say as a naysay to the film. Maybe the ending dragged on a little bit. Like, there's probably a couple of points where they could have just been like, that's enough. Like, this right here, we don't need like the bow around to see where everything kind of ends up.
Not
maybe
as bad as
dragged on
Return
just
of
a
the
little
King, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Except Return of the King didn't have the scouring of the Shire, which I will forever gripe about. I don't care if it would have added another hour and a half, I would have watched it. Anyway, it's the whole point of the journey was for them to grow. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts in a nutshell. Great visuals. Ryan Reynolds is fucking hilarious. Like every morning as he's like looking at the fishbowl and he's just like and changing slightly each time, but that big stupid grin on his face. Like I just loved it.
You know that would have been like half a day. Like they would have done half a day of 150 takes of him waking up and kissing the goldfish bowl and saying good morning to the goldfish.
Yep.
Just over and over, and he's hitting it like with 100% happiness and energy every time.
Yeah.
It would have been horrible to be there.
Yeah.
Before you jump into your thoughts, Ben, I'm sorry I stumbled at the start there. I totally forgot, and it threw me off because like I feel like I've just missed something in the intro. The ratings of the film, 7.3 on IMDb, Metascore of 62, and the Rotten Tomatoes. Jens, take a step.
Hands. What was the Metascore?
62.
And IMDb was 7.3.
3. Rotten
Go
Tomatoes.
with 80.
I want to say 85.
High 50s, Shane.
Mira nails it on the head.
Ooh.
Certified fresh, 80%.
Oh.
Nice.
Nice.
And as a reward, Jason, I'm going to go to you.
Suck it.
And this is where you say, I have no thoughts.
It's like, yeah, not bad.
Yeah. So I watched it last week, and I kind of got home and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna chill out. I'm just gonna watch a movie. And I've been wanting to watch this for a while because like I'm sick of like avoiding the trailers, and I'm like, I need to just like put myself out of my misery and just watch the film and enjoy it, you know. I kind of mirror the things that Terry's saying. Like as a gamer myself, I'm just like watching all of these things like that's cool, like that they're doing that. But like, you know, I've mentioned it on the show a few times before, the amount of times I check my phone while watching a movie is like the amount of times it's like how interested I am in a film, you know.
Deduct a point every time.
Yeah, kinda. And it's not one, like I don't do it when I'm like with friends and enjoying a film, you know. But like if I'm watching a film on my own and I'm like, oh, you know, Instagram, blah blah blah. I found myself doing that a lot. Not enough for me to like, oh, what did that guy just say? You know, it was but I did notice that I was doing that. Like it was like pretty typical Hollywood film. Like it was hitting the consistent beats, but like that's really what you're getting. I think the things that I really enjoyed is like watching like a scorpion tank go down the street, or like some of the extra cameos that were happening, that were some of the extra things happening towards the end, which I won't spoil for you guys, that were like out of the blue. I was like, oh my god, I can't, like, can they do that like legally? Like that's what I'm thinking in my head. Yeah, and like some of the I was kind of hoping it'd take a bit more risks in where some of the things, some of the complications would go in the film. But I think Taika Waititi was introduced a little bit too late in the film. I would have loved to have seen more of him. And I would have loved to have seen him do something a bit more clever, as opposed to like bring an axe down to the server room and something.
Yeah,
but
you know what I mean?
But he's a dummy. Like that's kind of the point. Like he doesn't know how to do what he just
has money and he goes, here, put another skin in Fortnite, you know.
Exactly. But yeah, no, I enjoyed it. It was solid. Action was fun. I didn't find myself laughing out loud. I found myself like a few times, you know, but I didn't find myself like laughing out loud as much as I thought I would have been. I don't know, maybe I'm just in I just really want to see James Bond. Hey, I've got a question for you though, Jace. Do you think if you were seeing that in a cinema, even if by yourself,
that's a very good point.
By yourself, do you think if you're in a cinema that you would have been as distractible?
No, because like all the lights are. I watched it in the afternoon, and you know, got the birds chirping, and neighbors
Yeah.
singing karaoke down the freaking hallway.
Yeah.
There's no way you're taking your phone out in a cinema and looking
Yeah,
at it.
well, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
and like especially if there's a crowd of people there. I mean, that's like a chemistry thingy when that comedians, if more people are in the room, like the more like builds up, people laugh. Something I don't know. Someone smart out there.
There's,
will know.
I know what you
Yeah,
mean.
it's like
There's a psychology
contagiousness,
behind
yeah.
group behavior.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of semi-related, I think, to the bystander effect. It's like if
Yeah.
nobody's doing anything, I'm not going to do anything. But you still have that random piece of shit that will pull their phone out and have their brightness up to 11. And
Turn
for
the
some
fucking
reason, their
flash off
screens,
before-
their screen is literally just white because of how bright. Anyway, they still exist, and I don't know why.
I
Yeah,
have thrown
it definitely
popcorn
would
at
have
those
been-
people.
Yeah, no, for sure.
A few times
so you
I've
should-
legit just been like.
I
and then just, like,
distinctly
look straight
remember.
ahead.
I don't remember if you were in. I think you were in the cinema with me, Ben. Some guy with his family like answered his
no.
phone.
Oh my
and I
god, I've
just
had that
leaned-
happen.
I leaned forward. I'm like, "Are you serious?" And then he was like, "I gotta go," and hung up. And I'm like, "Yes, I'm glad."
Yeah,
that
some like
I'm glad that I
some
did that.
grandmother like answered her phone like a row in front of me. I'm like, do you mind? I was like,
Yeah, yeah. It's like I'm
like,
sorry,
I
Mildred.
couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm just
I
in the
gotta
cinemas
admit-
right now. I'm like, what?
I
Yeah.
gotta admit, it doesn't feel good to give it to some grandma answering her phone, but
No.
No, it
Yeah.
feels
Yeah.
better. It's like,
No, it's just
it's about this in the 50s.
the reason I ask is I went to see this by myself, but while I was there I bumped into two of my friends from church, and so I ended up watching it with them, and there was that group kind of thing. We were focused. There was a little bit of like interplay between my mate Tim and I, where we were kind of punning on stuff that we were seeing, and it took what was already an enjoyable film. There were so many things in it that I really did enjoy, but I guess it elevated it. And if you didn't have access to your phone, maybe you might have enjoyed it more. That was
Yeah,
like
you know.
I wanted to tap into
Yeah,
that
yeah.
a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. And I don't know, mate. And this is the thing. Like, we've been in lockdown for a very long time here in Australia, and I haven't been able to go to a cinema in a very long time. So this is how I've been absorbing
The content.
media, content through streaming services and whatnot. And I think that's why I love going to the cinema so much. Like, I went to go see Tenet twice in the cinema.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's such
Same.
an awesome movie to see on the big screen and the surround sound, and just a really good movie to dissect.
Yeah,
Whereas like,
there's a lot in there.
whereas like Free Guy is like, I feel like Free Guy is hitting the mark of where like a streaming service exclusive movie should be, as opposed to that fucking shit that we watched last week.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah.
But
anyway,
they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. They couldn't afford
there's
to make
too
a movie
much-
like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the cameos. I love the video game play of it all. I definitely would recommend. Like, it's supposed to have other shit. But we're gonna do a bit of this. So, wait, the wrong way.
No,
Is it
you're
right?
right. Yeah, so
Yeah,
Mr. Movies. There you go.
Handed over Mr. Movies.
Ben,
I don't like sports.
Sorry, I've been spending the last couple of minutes just realizing how much of a dick I am in the cinema when it comes to people talking and
No,
being
you're
Ben.
doing God's work, Ben.
You're
Yeah.
the person that will do that, and
Yeah.
everyone else in a cinema going, "Oh, thank fuck that guy did."
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, thank goodness
Well,
someone said
Exactly.
something.
They should be
I do
high
not-
fiving you on the way out when the
I tell you
credits
what,
roll.
I don't do. I don't do the thing where I turn around and go, "Shut the fuck!" I don't like scream at
Yeah.
somebody. But I have there was like these two girls talking, just chatting, like not even about the movie. Like it's fine
Right.
if someone's like, "What did that guy just say? Who's that guy again?" I'm like, it's alright.
Yeah,
But
that's
these
tolerable.
two were just like, "What do you want to do later?" and all that kind of stuff. I will just turn around and stare at them. And make it super
I've been
uncomfortable.
sitting next to Ben when he's done that, and it's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
And I will just watch them clearly what they're talking about is more interesting than the film. So I must get in on this action.
Yeah.
So we'll just stare at them until it's super obvious. And they both look, make eye contact with me. And the law of eye contact says I need to now turn around, but I will not turn around. I will just stare at them until they've definitely shut up. And
The
Yeah.
law of eye contact.
Yeah. Yep. That's so good.
anywho, that's Free Guy.
Your anger took you on another tangent there, Ben. It's happened twice now in the last 2 weeks.
I had this woman put her fat foot right in the armrest.
Oh.
Right here.
Oh.
it's like this really big woman, and it smelled.
Were you watching a Tarantino film?
I was watching Pitch Perfect 2.
Right.
Oh.
That's
And-
rank.
And for that one, I just kind of like slammed my elbow down and hit her. So I was like, that's just not cool at all.
No,
not
never.
cool.
That's
Which-
you.
yeah,
You
immense
sit
effort.
at the front section. If you need more leg room, you sit at the front section between the dividers where they give you more leg room. You don't put your feet in or around anybody else's space. That's fucked up.
It was not cool. I didn't like it at all. Anyway,
Yeah.
Should've
look,
licked it.
take all of this, take some grains of salt, because I'm not the person for this movie. Other people are. I imagine people that love the Lego movie are people for this movie, because this movie looks like the Lego movie for me.
Mm.
But at any rate,
What are you trying to say? Did you not like the Lego movie?
I didn't like it,
Wow.
but I didn't like this one because
Honestly, I want to put the two posters side by side. I reckon you're onto something there, Ben. I think you can replace Ryan Reynolds with a Lego Man, and that's looking pretty damn close.
Yeah.
so the reason I didn't like it isn't because it's like the Lego movie. Sorry, Lego Man. It's because I know something about software development, and like, again, grain of salt. I'm not trying to hate on the movie. I think in movies, like my brain is constantly on. I don't know, but I'm sure that other people, friends of mine, can enjoy movies where it doesn't matter if it doesn't make any sense. Like, the main plot didn't make any sense to me. They're talking about how they sold their gaming studio to this guy for money, and now he owned their studio. And then at the same time, they're suing him because he used the code that they created while they were developing their game for their own studio, which he owns now.
Not quite. So they sold the game, but not the studio. So they were still like, they could potentially put more stuff out. Pretty sure that they sold the game, and then he never released the game. He just shelved it, and then he unshelved it technically, but didn't tell anyone that he was technically using their game, their IP, to make money.
Well, hang on. He bought the game. It's his IP now. He has the code, and he owns it. So that's where I was at a loss. I was just like,
Right.
what are these guys complaining about? They sold him their code. He can do whatever he wants with it, and he is.
Yeah.
That's fine. Like, they can be unhappy about it. But
I think there was
the
I'm pretty sure. I kind of thought something similar, but I'm like, there was the expectation of publishing. So it's like someone buys your script for a book, like or maybe it's not quite the same as that. It's like someone says, "I'm going to publish your book, and you're going to get, like, I'm going to sign an agreement with you that says you're going to get all of these royalties for every sale of the book."
Yeah.
And off we go. But then they never publish the book for you. Like, the publisher gets you to sign a contract that says that they'll release the book for you, and then they never release it. But then they release a different book with a different title that is your book, and they don't pay you diddly squat. That's essentially the premise.
I didn't hear them say that that's the arrangement that they had. I just heard him
Sure.
say, he bought our company. I'm sure I heard someone say.
You're probably right, but I think that what they were going for was that.
So anyway, yeah, I didn't think about that avenue. And the other thing that was annoying for me was just like, so hang on a second. The plot line here is, boy, I hope that this girl can win her lawsuit. I'm like, why am I invested in this movie? I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
She seems well off. She's got her own place. She lives on her own. She seems to be playing a game all day long. So she's, she seems to be well set with that sale she made with the company. So what where's the movie here? So yeah, anyway, that was where I was the whole time. I was just like, what's happening? Why? When is this going to become a movie I care about? But it did actually become a bit of a movie I care about because of the I'm a sentient being kind of a thing, and I'm going to be killed when my game is turned off or whatever, and the new game comes out. So, but that took way too long. Anywho, to start, I did love the Waititi thing. I thought he was really hilarious. He reminded me of, like, I love that, just the whole angle about how games making money from gaming is all about selling hype, not selling games. And I was like, oh, I see I see this mirrored in the real world, and that's kind of a fun take to put on it, and put a hilarious, exaggerated face on that concept, and you get Waititi's performance, and I really liked that, especially when he was trying to kip up off the floor when he. I don't know what he did. He did some breakdancing.
I think he even said "kip up" when he tried to do it.
He went like "kip up," oh, and then he just kind of like rolls over and stands up. Yeah, something like that. But I really like that scene.
Such a good scene.
Just other little things were kind of really weird for me. Like, I'm not following how everyone is like so articulate inside the game, but it's just like a keyboard and mouse kind of a deal. And well, like one example, like again, this movie isn't for me, but I'm watching the scene where the kid's yelling at his mum. He's just turning around and, Mom, you really have to vacuum right now. And then it cuts to inside the game. It's not a teenager wheeling. It's, you know, Channing Tatum giving it in his voice and really, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to think about that. But okay, anyways, the kiss thing and the whole "you're not real" thing, I didn't love how they did any of that. Like, she kind of confronts this guy who's a NPC. He's an AI. He's code, but he thinks he's a person just like everybody else he sees in the world. And she's like breaking it to him, and she already agrees that like he has value and worth that's more than code. Like they've been like her and what's his face, the partner that they developed this AI system.
The discount canceling Elgort character.
They're like,
Keys.
You did it. Your AI. It's like it's her brainchild as well. So she's like even got even more reason to be invested in this life that she's created essentially in code. And so, but instead she's just like, see, I'm like real, and he's like, what? I'm not. And she's like, yeah, you're just not real. And it's like, well, it's way more nuanced than that. It's like not even close to being that absolute, and sends him on this downward spiral. I'm like, come on, you give him a bit more than that. Say, you've got like almost everything that a real, living
a
being
real boy
has.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's do something, but she just kind of like, yeah, you're not real. Sorry about that. And then the whole, I really actually did love the joke, but unfortunately the way that they had, oh, hang on, sorry, what am I trying to say here? Okay. The joke where she says that they had a kiss in the game, and he's like, but there's no button for that. And she's like, oh, he found the button. That's when I really did go for a laugh. I gave that one the gusto, and really loved that gag. But it totally flipped from when it happened. They tried to insert a joke in there where he is having like his life's greatest achievement. Yeah, fireworks are going off inside his head, and then you cut to her just sitting there, like looking at her computer screen, going like, "This is really awkward."
Yeah,
where she wasn't really feeling anything, and that was her. That like they tried to run the joke in that direction, and then they ran it the other direction later, and they got kind of greedy. Anyway, I just wanted to say that I expressly didn't like that part, but otherwise, I'm happy that Terry liked it. Totally agree with Terry's take. I just, I don't know. I know too much about programming to gotten into this as much as I should.
Yeah, fair enough. I think I land somewhere in the middle of everyone here. Like I don't think I'm as high as Terry, but definitely not as low as you, Ben. Look, I think it's a fun romp, and Ryan Reynolds delivers in the key role. For me, as someone who's like immersed in the games industry for half of my life, I just wish it was more nuanced than this, and like I know it needs to play to a more mainstream audience. So the joke around publishers and their greed and let's just pump out sequels and don't do new IPs, like I guess that's like real, but that's real of most entertainment or any corporation. Like they're just gonna give you the same thing and you're gonna pay for it until you don't want it anymore. So I didn't particularly, I wasn't really moved or wasn't like cacking myself at that. I like the more subtle things, like the idea that everyone is blown away by the fact that this guy is leveling up like crazy and he's a good person. Like they're like, hang on, what? What's going on? Someone's playing the game. That part I really like, because online games like that, they start a life of their own, right? Like when you put it in the community's hands, no one's doing what you thought they were going to do with the game.
Look at GTA and the people role playing as like
exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I enjoyed that part. I enjoyed the little nods, as I'm sure it's been mentioned here as well. Like the first time, like just like a blur of a warthog just rushes past the screen, and I was watching with Kim and Will, and we we're just like, was that giant warthog. And yeah, like in the background as the NPCs walking down the streets, you see like people glitching into walls and whatnot.
Yeah.
Just
Guy's
small
trying to
things.
jump and is just
Yeah,
not quite
yeah.
on it. Yeah.
Small
Any of
things
you
like
guys
that.
Pause the movie on the HUD, like when he puts the glasses on, you can see like his inventory and his health bar, all that kind of
No,
stuff.
no.
I
He's-
didn't.
It's kind of, it's not like there's huge jokes in there, but like his equipped weapon is like a worthless slap, and you know his inventory includes like some a receipt for a book, just lint and shit like that.
Right.
Kind
That's
of-
smart. Yeah.
There's tons of extra stuff to dig out of this if you freeze frames and stuff. And even if you go really slow and you watch like the Twitch chat scrolling when they're showing like Twitch guys reacting to what's happening in the game, and there's just
Yeah.
like there's
Some
real
of
messages.
those.
It's like not taken from real life, but like they've done a huge amount of effort to try and make that look like a legitimate chat going.
Yeah.
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 Mm.
No, it's
I
just,
loved those streamer cameos. Seeing a lot like Spidicy, and all that. Yeah, it was
Jacksepticeye,
good.
Ninja.
Yeah.
Even Terry Schwartz from IGN.
yeah, Laserbeam,
Yeah.
who's an Aussie streamer. He was in there.
Michael May.
Yeah, no, so
Yeah,
that
Pokemon.
part, like, I
Yeah.
love the attention to detail. I'm sure you could rewatch and, slow mo through and see, like, a bunch of references that would have just sort of, like, blown by. But yeah, Ben, I'm kind of with you just on the overall arc of the film. I didn't really care about it. It was neat. It was novel. And, yeah, it had me for the, almost 2 hours. I do agree. I think it could have been shorter. Like, it got to about an hour 20. I was like, oh, okay, it really feels like we should be wrapping up now, and there's still like another 25-30 minutes to go. So yeah, overall I think it's fine. I think it's exactly what's on the box, right? I think if you're incredibly disappointed going to this one, then I think, like, why did you even buy the ticket, sort of thing. Because I think
Yeah.
it's
Are
completely
you saying they're
transparent.
asking for it?
Yeah, it's completely transparent in what it's going to be and what it wants to be, what it's trying to be. So I can't say I'm disappointed. I just, like, this is what I expected, and it delivered. So bravo, Ryan, you got my money. Via Disney. Yeah, nothing
Just
else.
looking at the I'm just looking at his the writers of this. One of the writers here is Zach Penn. He's written for like Ready Player One, Avengers, Incredible Hulk, X-Men 2. Here's that Behind Enemy Lines, Inspector Gadget.
Behind Enemy Lines. That's a blast from the past.
Yeah,
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson. So
Yeah.
yeah, I thought that was really interesting to highlight. Guy's not. It's not his first barbecue.
It's not his first rodeo.
Yeah.
Anything else to add before we wrap it up?
I saw. You son of a bitch. I saw one of the freeze frames that someone put up on Reddit. The product placement. I did want to say there was a fair bit of product placement in the film, but the one that I missed was the Aviation gin bottle, because that's a company that Ryan Reynolds partially owns.
Right.
And there was an item on the ground, over, like on a street, and it was an Aviation bottle of gin. I can't remember what the item was labeled as. It was blatant product placement or something like that, or subtle product placement. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I thought, that's a cool freeze frame. I missed that, but I thought I'd give it the attention. I can't even remember who found it on Reddit, but yeah.
I'm just realizing as I think about it that I'm not the biggest Ryan Reynolds fan. Like his humor is fine,
Oh, I love it.
but I don't. It doesn't crack me up. I
Yeah.
really don't like the Deadpool movies, I must say as well. But there was one gag that he did like it was pure Ryan Reynolds humor, and he did it so well, and it was so well written that I loved it. When he was like trying to encourage his fellow NPCs, you can do whatever you want, just like me. And the coffee girl is like, I want to make, and he's like, a latte, right, or a cappuccino.
A
right?
cappuccino.
And she's like, a difference in the world. He's like, way better, way better.
Yeah.
Totally backtracks on his
Yeah.
trying to finish a sentence thing, and that one was pretty funny. I quite liked that joke a lot.
Nice.
Yeah, for
Anyway,
sure.
that is Free Guy. It is streaming now on Disney Plus, so go and check it out for yourself. It's it'll probably get a chuckle or two out of you at the very least. Anyway, we're going to pivot now to one of our favorite games. It is Movie Actor Go. There are the rules in chat, which I still love to this day. I'm going to kick it off, and we're going to go to that way to Miss Amira, and I'll start with we'll start with Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds was in. If I say Van Wilder, Party Liaison, that's That's harsh, isn't it?
No, who's it going to?
You.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, the little Van Wilder part of Liaison.
That has Tara Reid.
Oh, it does.
Tara Reid's in American Pie.
Ah, bloody hell.
Mm,
Eugene Levy.
nice.
Oh, Eugene Levy. Fucker. Is in American Pie 2.
Mm. With do I keep that or do I go elsewhere? Sean William Scott.
Evolution, because I had already figured you'd say
Nice.
that.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I haven't seen
I was
Evolution.
trying to remember
And I remember I
I was trying to
really
remember
wanted to
Flip
as a
Girl.
kid. I really wanted to see it. I don't know what. Something about the poster got me.
Good
I
movie.
watched that movie way
Evolution's
too many times.
so good. I love it.
I've watched it a lot.
Yeah,
Like
for
2000,
me,
right?
It's something
Yeah,
like
something
that.
like
I was like 10
For me,
years
it's-
old.
It's similar to Jurassic Park. It has aged fairly well.
Has
To my humble opinion, I've watched it maybe a year or two ago. I was like, you know what, this is still not bad. Anyway,
What's that streaming on? We should do that 1 year. 1 week.
No, I can't. I'm just gonna say. I've got no idea. Like I'm just trying to think of actors who are in that era. Guy Pearce. I don't know.
So your attempt to do like the X Files thing.
I kind of, yeah, I don't. How does it? The start of it.
It's like.
I'm out. Ben, you got me. It's with you,
The
sir.
Company? Julianne
Gary
Moore?
there.
Dan
Yeah.
Aykroyd.
Haven't seen it. No idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dan Aykroyd's in it.
Who's the guy that plays
funny.
Mr. Black? I know the guys. I've seen him in other stuff.
I would never get
Black.
stumped on Evolution again.
Mr.
This
Black.
I'm going to go over to IMDb. I'm going to memorize
Block.
everyone. Ben, it's with you, sir. Movie actor go. Back to Terry.
Hanks.
Sorry, did you say Tom Hanks?
I did.
Nice. Tom Hanks is in Captain Phillips.
Oh, fucking
Good luck.
If you know the nurse, the EMT nurse's name, like
Yeah,
that's
who's
GG.
probably not
That's-
in anything because she's an actual nurse.
She's an actual military nurse. So it is, yeah.
Ty Burrell is in Evolution.
I think we've established that Tuki and Kaka don't work. Anyway.
If I was a blah blah blah, what would you be? Lingerie section. What were we up? Captain
Phillips.
Fucking hell.
I'm the captain.
I'm sorry.
You
I
don't
realised
remember
I'm
the
wearing a lot.
Oscar-nominated actor who played the bad guy?
Yeah, whose name I don't remember.
I'm out.
Yes. Thank you,
Oops,
Ben.
I didn't want to do that.
Alright, I'm gonna look up Captain Phillips right now because that's the second time that's happened to me.
Is
Yeah,
it?
if I got Captain Phillips, I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
I don't
neither.
know.
There's
I don't know what
one
guy's
of the crewmates that's kind of been in a bunch of, I think, TV shows, which don't count, I understand, but I think he's been in some movies as well.
Tom Hanks' wife in that film is a notable actress as well. I can't remember who.
Oh, Catherine Keener.
Catherine Keener, there you go.
Ah,
There you go.
don't know who that is. It's me
It's
to Ben.
40-year-old virgin.
Oh, Max
Interesting.
Martini's in it. Oh.
Let's go with no, I was about to say Kung Fu Hustle, but it's like there's no one that you would know in that. Let's do Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves is in A Scanner Darkly.
He is in A Scanner Darkly with Robert Downey Jr.
Ooh.
I love A Scanner Darkly. I haven't seen it in ages.
Downey Jr. is in Chaplin.
Who does he play in Chaplin?
Charlie
Plays
Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin.
Oh, seriously? Okay, I'm out. I don't. I didn't even know that was a movie that existed. Gary Oldman.
Oh, I don't know actually.
Let's look it
I
up.
don't know who else is in it. I just know he is, and apparently he's really good.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You
Looking
could
up
have.
right now.
Chaplin, 2011 was it? Or
I
92?
didn't want to say RDJ because I know he's got a pretty
Anthony
prolific
Hopkins
film.
is in it. Dan
Oh.
Aykroyd is in
Oh,
it.
I don't
Marissa
know.
Tomei, Chris Klein, Kevin Kline, Penelope
Yeah, but is
Ann
Gary
Miller,
Oldman in it?
We don't care about all these other great actors.
Milia Jovovich, James Wood. No, but Gary. No, Gary
No,
Oldman's
no,
not
no
in it.
Gary's
Sorry.
Oldman.
Yeah, no,
Congratulations, Ben. I can see.
Gary Newman.
Well done. Ben, you are king. We shall play again now. Go. Let's do another round. To
Gary
me,
Oldman.
Gary Oldman is in.
Every movie we don't. Yes.
Everyone. No.
Oh, I like it.
Gary Oldman is in. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. I was willing that you would say Fifth Element, but I'm like, he's definitely going to say Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, but I hope he
I've
says...
not seen that film.
Oh, there's a lot of very good British
It really
actors.
is. Yeah, it's very British. It's
Very
like,
British.
Eddie
like Harry
Redmayne.
Other British people.
Less British.
It's like 3 years older than Eddie Redmayne.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
There we go.
Oh.
Well done.
All right, there we
Okay.
go. Thank you.
Benedict Cumberbatch. He is in... Where did I go? The Imitation Game.
Is it Keira Knightley?
It is
Isn't it?
Keira Knightley. Well done. Keira Knightley is in Bend It Like Beckham.
Oh, yes. Oh, no. What's his name? What's his name?
I'm gonna love watching Jason squirm here.
Oh.
Just because this actor, I trip up on his name all the time, but it's clear
Yeah,
as
okay.
day in my
So,
mind
like,
right now.
So I knew someone whose friend ran into him at the airport.
Oh.
And
Okay.
it's like their claim to fame was like he kind of like flirted with her, and then that's it. And it's like, oh my god, yes, and I'm like, this is like 16-year-old me.
Right.
No, a lot older than that. But anyway, Jonathan Rhys Darby,
Myers, maybe.
Myers, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You just
I would
combine
love it
Jonathan
if-
Rhys Myers and Rhys Darby together.
I would love it if Jonathan Rhys Myers flirted with me. So,
He's the guy with the narrow face, right?
yeah.
Really handsome, but narrow
I don't
features.
think he's that handsome, honestly. I don't see it.
Yeah, Shane doesn't really like this guy.
I don't like this guy.
Weird.
I can see it, but it's
Never
not
been
for me.
impressed by his acting either.
It's like, look, it's
I-
a form of cake, but it's not the type of cake I'd like to eat.
Can I just get a photo to make sure that it's the guy that I think that it is?
Stand by.
He's definitely in films that I've seen, other than Bend It Like Beckham.
Have you guys all seen Bend It Like Beckham? I haven't seen it.
I
Yeah.
just studied it in high school.
Oh, that's stupid. That's not a film worth studying.
We did it. I don't know.
You should slap that teacher. Should have
Not
slapped.
because we slacked so much in that class.
Sorry, I'm trying to find a photo that's not on set.
He's in something where he's kind of like, oh, hang on. He's the tennis coach. Oh gosh, it's. I can't remember if the movie's called The Game or Match Point. I think it's Match Point.
It's Match Point. Well done, sir.
Yes.
Woody Allen movie. Match Point.
Yes.
Who the hell is in Match Point? I haven't seen it.
I'm pretty. I might be wrong, but I think I know one other person who's in that
Yes.
film.
Colin
No.
Firth.
Is it Paul Bettany?
No, so hang on.
That's the other tennis
That's the
movie,
other.
isn't it?
That's Wimbledon. You're
Yeah.
thinking of Wimbledon.
That's Wimbledon.
I
Yeah.
was thinking about
Yeah.
Wimbledon today. Or at least I was thinking about Wimbledon today.
Can someone confirm if Colin Firth
wanna-
is or isn't in Match Point? Because I can't look. Because if
Is
he is, then
Wimbledon- is. What about Upside Down Kiss Girl?
Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst is in Wimbledon with
Is
Paul
in
Bettany.
Wimbledon.
Okay,
Oh,
she's
so
also
who
in
we-
Wimbledon.
Who are we checking?
You're checking for Colin Firth in Match Point.
Match Point.
I don't think he is.
I'm so glad
Not
I
in the
didn't mix
top
up those
cast.
movies because I could have said Wimbledon and it would have been the wrong movie. Oh.
Colin Salmon.
Oh.
Not quite.
Not quite. Yes.
Oh, well.
Sorry, Ben. You could have said Scarlett Johansson's.
Oh, Scarlett Johansson's.
Or Emily Mortimer. Or Brian Cox.
Emily's Mortimer's.
Emily's Mortimer's, yes.
Brian Cox is in that? Wow, okay.
Brian Cox, isn't it?
Terry, you got Ben out, so it's back to
did.
Jason, sir. Maybe
Oh,
act to go.
back to Jason.
gentle.
Mr. Mirror.
Mr. Fear.
Let's go. How do we? What am I gonna? I don't know. The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring.
Fellowship of the Ring has Christopher Lee.
Who is in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Is he?
Hang on, am I thinking of...
He died before that.
Oh, hang on. Okay, so you said Chris Lee. I'm thinking of
You're thinking of
Lee Pace. I'm thinking of Lee
Yes.
Pace. Okay, Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee.
Place Saruman.
Saruman, yeah. Revenge of the Sith.
Okay. Revenge of the Sith. That's back to me, right?
Yes.
I got distracted.
Do it.
Yeah, phenomenal.
He should stand trial.
Let's go with Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel Jackson is in.
Don't do it. I got out last time, and I don't remember.
no.
I don't remember who was in the movie.
Alright, let's go.
Wait, but what was it? What was it that you got out
Sex on a plane. I could see it. I could see it swirling in his head, and I'm thinking, oh no, I was meant to remember who was in that movie.
It's fine. We'll go Pulp Fiction.
Thank you, John Travolta.
John Travolta.
I'm gonna quickly look up Snakes on a Plane.
Travolta is in Hairspray.
I was thinking Hairspray. That was the first movie that popped into my mind when I said John Travolta. I'm like,
Me too. I knew you were going to say Travolta. I'm like, if he says Travolta, are you going to say Hairspray? I think you are. And then I did.
That's right. There is no one else in Snakes on a Plane. That's why I couldn't remember.
Right.
No one of note.
Do you talk to yourself in your head, Terry, in the second person, or like you? And are you going to do this? It's not really second person.
No. It kind of is, because third person would be saying like Terry does this. Second person is like
second person is using pronouns like he did this and whatever. But
right.
I don't know. If you counts as
I don't know.
Is it James Marsden from the hit movie Hop as well?
Oh, you've just given me an answer, but maybe I don't know. But James Marsden is in Hairspray. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, he is. Oh,
Yeah.
good. Nice.
He plays the host of the show.
Right.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's a clip.
Great film, Hairspray. Amazing.
There's a clip from the Girlfriend reviews where she uses that.
That movie was kind of spoiled. I saw it at the cinemas, and my girlfriend at the time, every time Zac Efron was on screen, she would just say, "Oh, hot." And I'm like,
yeah, I'm right there with her.
Seriously. Like I almost left. Yeah. Anyway, that relationship did not last. Yeah, it was gross.
I need to find the lyrics to Hairspray, because the James Marsden song at the end for the song Hairspray is amazing. Are amazing, I should say. So I'm just gonna.
That guy, I didn't know who he was last week, right?
Yeah, the same guy. Yes. That played Cyclops.
Yeah.
And alongside Sonic the Hedgehog.
Corny Collins. Anyway, this is a great song. I'm just going to read a couple of lines because it's incredible. This is all about, the Ultra Clutch is the brand of hairspray that features so prominently in the film, and Ultra Clutch Hairspray sponsors the Corny Collins show. So this song is all just product placement. And it goes, what gives a girl power and punch? Is it charm? Is it poise? No, it's hairspray. What gets a gal asked out to lunch? Is it brains? Is it dough? No, it's hairspray. If you take a ride with no can at your side, then your flip will be gone with the wind. But if you spray it and lock it, you can take off in a rocket, and in outer space, each hair will be in place. It's just this whole song about hairspray, and it's amazing.
I'm just looking at the cast of Hairspray, and oh my god.
Yeah, there's a lot
huge,
of people in there.
huge. So many
There's
people.
also a reference to a product called Tang, which is kind of like Kool-Aid. It's like a powdered sugar syrup thing. It's powder that you add to water to make Tang. And a friend of mine already knew what Tang was, and I knew what Tang was, and then it was featured in this thing. I was like, I know Tang. Anyway.
And there's some great. Sorry, we're just on a hairspray tangent right now, but there's some great like adult humor they just sneak in there. It's fantastic. Like there's one moment where it's like, oh, we're looking for a new dancer to join the cast of the Corny Collins show because Jenny here is going to go away for a while, and she's like, how long will you be gone, Jenny? She's like, just 9 months. It's amazing. It's so good. Highly encourage you. Hairspray. It might be on Disney Plus actually. It's on one of the streaming services. Anyway, what did we get up to?
Marsden, you.
Oh, John Marsden.
James.
James Marsden.
Jimmy James.
He is in The Notebook.
Oh.
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 Hairspray is on Stan.
Nice.
You're welcome, everyone.
Okay. The Notebook. Oh gosh, the old version of him. I know his name.
Oh, you know his name.
Yeah, you do. Don't you do it, you son of a bitch. Don't you do it.
Burt Reynolds.
I don't think it's that. It's not.
Is it him?
No, it's I'm blanking on his
Garner.
name. It's James Garner. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, take you back, see?
Terry got old confused.
I got old person confused. Just wait.
I see a
who's James
picture of
Garner?
this guy. Yeah, I want to see. A picture.
Yeah. are
James
you sure?
Garner's a very handsome man.
Oh, hang on. I got the internet here.
There you go.
It's like I'm out and I'm allowed to Google things. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna
yeah.
X you, Terry. Sorry, mate.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Whatever.
So was that me that got him out? Yes,
Yeah,
it was.
you did.
I will go with a different cast member from The Notebook and say Rachel McAdams.
How did I know you were going to say that? Let's go with Mean Girls.
Mean
Glenn
Girls with
Corcoran.
Amanda Seyfried.
Oh no!
Amanda
A real good opportunity
Seyfried
there to
in
say my favorite actress. One of my favorite.
Ted 2.
Ooh, really? I haven't seen number
Yeah.
2.
Yep.
Seth MacFarlane
Seth MacFarlane is in A Million Ways to Die in the West.
with.
I'm gonna interject after this one, Shane, to mix it up a little.
Okay.
I was going to say the same
After
thing.
you say your answer.
Okay. I'll say. Oh, okay. I'm going to say a different actor, but there's an actor that I've got in my head. I'm just not confident this was a cameo. But so I'm going to say Neil Patrick Harris. But did Ewan McGregor? He was a cameo in that, right? He's like there for a second and gets shot. I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember.
I feel like
I
that
haven't seen
happened.
that in ages. That movie.
Yeah. I mean, it's a possibility. A lot of people die in that film.
Yeah. So Ben, you're
quite
interjecting, is that
rapidly.
right?
Neil Patrick Harris is in Gone Girl, right?
Yes, with
Go with that.
Rosamund Pike.
Oh, okay. Rosamund Pike. Well done. I've definitely seen other Rosamund Pike movies.
I need to see her face.
Um,
I'm going to punch your face.
I can think of
In
another
the
film that she's in.
face.
yeah, I can see a face on a poster right now, and I don't remember the name of that movie.
Should I help you out a bit? Let it bounce back.
No,
and
no, no,
forth
no,
a
no.
bit?
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
She was. Oh, what was that movie? Oh, yes, Ben. You know the one I'm thinking about. Was she in Jack Reacher? Yes.
That's the one I was thinking of. Yay!
There you go. With the cruise missile himself, Tom Cruise.
Yes, Tom Cruise.
You guys, when you're watching movies, sometimes
Can I-
go? That's the worst line in the movie. Like I found it.
It's happened a couple of times. I feel like there was a movie recently where I thought that. I'm just like, what the hell was that? You were doing so
Yeah.
good up until that point.
Rosamund Pike by far has the worst line in Jack Reacher. Even though I love Jack Reacher, like I'm the biggest Jack Reacher fan, I'm probably going to watch it tonight.
Just because it got mentioned.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
At the end, the bar is he's woken up from his coma. He's talking about how he's not safe, even if legally he's going to be all right. She's going to be taking care of him, whatever. And he's like, just before he says, like, there's this guy, he's talking about Jack Reacher. This guy's a cop, kind of, but not, and he made a promise he's going to come and get me or whatever. Just before he says that, he says, like, I'm not safe. And she says, from what? From who? Like, she just,
That's a line for the trailer. That's what that
it's a
is.
terrible line. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Just throws up this balls so he can do his monologue, but didn't fit the character, didn't fit the scene, didn't like it. Every time I watch the movie, she does it. I'm like,
Yeah, and
that's
there it
always
is.
fine in the movie.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, think about Rosamund Pike and Gone Girl. I remember I showed it to Chambo, a friend of mine who we used to live with. He hadn't seen it before, and
Oof.
the second the
I
movie
think I know
ends,
this one.
second the movie ends, he goes, "I'm scared. I don't want a girlfriend anymore."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember
Chambo.
I remember when we reviewed that on the Awesome Addiction. I'm pretty sure, and I think Ben, you made the comment that at the start of the film, like there's a line from oh my god, why am I blanking on his name? Main dude. Ben Affleck, thank you. Ben Affleck's character saying, "All I want to do is crack her skull open to see what's inside." And you're like, "It's a bit violent." And then the same line is delivered at the end of the film. And remember, Ben, you said, "Yeah, do it." Like complete juxtaposition, just like, "Oh, that's a bit much." It's like, no, do it. It's
Yeah.
justified.
It's a movie about how to change my mind. Mind was changed, that's for sure.
Did someone interject? What happened there?
I was going to interject, but I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to interject with something that's going to stump someone.
Oh, and it's going to stump someone, is it?
Well, I was going to, because he said the cruise missile, I was going to interject with a movie called Far and Away,
Oh, yeah, well got me.
which is from his really early career.
So I'm still with the cruise
I
missile.
won't.
Tom Cruise.
You are.
Here we go. I'm going to go with...
Far and away.
I'll-
Dude, that would be so
I'll go with. I was gonna, for a moment there, like I'm thinking I'm gonna go with my favorite Tom Cruise movie, and then one movie jumped to my head, but then another movie jumped into my head, and now I think that second movie is probably gonna be the one I'm gonna say, and that film is A Few Good Men. My original thought was Jerry Maguire, but I'm gonna go A Few Good Men.
Lawyers Court. Jack Nicholson?
Jack Nicholson, yes. Jack Nicholson is in The Departed.
The cap! It's a cap!
Don't find him in a figs.
Parted has
Oh.
Marky Mark.
I was going to say Marky Markin, that's
Marky
great.
Mark.
But I was like, you can't say that because that says the name of an actor in the thing. Anyway.
Marky Mark is in
Mark Wahlberg, to be clear to the
yeah.
audience.
Yeah.
Instant Family.
Oh.
What is that?
That's a great
I-
film. That's a
yeah.
few years old. Heartfelt story. I don't think it's based on a true story. Maybe it is. It might have been actually. Anyway.
Is that the premise where like he ends up
Yeah, they
basically
adopting a
adopting
family.
a family because of
Couple that
some-
flips houses and they adopt, I think, 2 or 3 kids. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think 2. Maybe 3.
Who's the female? I want to say Kobe Smulders, but don't.
You don't want to say Kobe Smulders, Jason. That's a hint.
I don't want to say.
You don't want to
Yeah.
say Kobe Smulders. It's a great movie. I can definitely recommend it. I really enjoyed it. It's one of those like, don't even bother with this film. I
feel
say you
like it's
bother.
a movie Shane would cry in.
Definitely, I definitely cried. Yep.
Yeah.
It got me in the feels.
I don't know. Is it? When did it come out?
Oh, like 2016. I don't know.
2016,
2018. Sorry, 2018.
2018. Instant Family. 2018 film of Mark Wahlberg. It's a family-friendly, heartwarming film about where he and his wife,
Beautiful wife, brunette.
brunette wife.
Just your type, Chase.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't even know if you like brunettes.
Wives.
Look, even soccer has a goal here.
Yeah, that's the worst line. Seriously. Ugh.
I
Disgusting.
don't know.
I
I
don't
think
get
you
that.
got him.
You taking a
that
stab?
line. What is that?
You know, no.
Well, the idea of the sport
Rachel
of soccer is
McAdams?
to score, and
No.
even when you're supposed to score, there's still a goalie, and so it's a justification to cheat.
Rose
the-
Byrne, Jason. Rose Byrne is who you're looking
Rose
for.
Byrne!
Rose Byrne. That's it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to play one more game before we close out the show, and it's one that we haven't played in a long time, and that is Versus.
Versus.
We go
Oh my
over to
God.
flickchart.com. We're given 2 films. These 3 chuckleheads need to vote on which they think is the greater film, and Flickchart compiles a list of our favourite films of all time and a list of films that we haven't seen before, known as our pile of shame. Does anyone remember what number 1 is currently on our...
It
Peter
was
Pan?
for the longest time. It was the Jungle Book, but it was taken out by something else because we forced it to, because it just didn't come up again against anything else, so it stayed number 4 ages.
Starship Troopers is number 1.
I mean, good movie.
That's a great
Followed
movie.
closely
Great-
by Pirates
great
of the
satire.
Caribbean at World's End, and then
Nice.
Schindler's List.
Okay.
Okay, remember, guys. First film, right hand. Second film, left hand.
Oh,
Hang on, everyone put up their right hand right now. Yeah, that's right. Okay, good. Yeah.
And
Ready?
I think it is.
Thor, Rocky Balboa. And please put it close to yourself because
Or
I've only got square framings on you. We're going Thor? Okay.
Wait, no, I was going Rocky.
Oh,
Cheer. Well,
you
you're
were
outvoted.
outvoted. Revenge of the Sith rears its head again versus Batman Begins.
It's a hard one.
General Kenobi.
Hello there.
Yeah.
Batman Begins.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, it
Revenge
is.
of the
It
Sith.
is.
Outvoted again, Jay. Sorry. Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls versus Stuart Little.
Stuart Little.
What are you doing,
Ace
Jason?
Ventura.
I like that film.
Lethal Weapon 2 versus Return of the Jedi.
Ooh.
Return of the Jedi.
Shit, Lethal Weapon 2 is really good.
Lethal Weapon 2 is good, but Return of the Jedi is
But it's Star Wars.
Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi. It's Return of the Jedi.
Shrek 2 versus Crocodile Dundee.
Oh, hang on. Crocodile one or 2?
Just number 1.
Nah, it
1986.
doesn't matter. It wins. Oh, wait. Second one. Yeah.
Oh wow, Crocodile Dundee. Shit, I would have.
Croc Dundee.
I would have voted Shrek 2 as well, Jace.
would've
I'm
voted
there
Shrek.
with you. Jackie Brown versus William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet.
Well, Romeo and Juliet's just fucking Romeo and Juliet, so Jackie Brown.
He's got a point there.
You guys seen Jackie Brown recently? It's actually.
Jason, you voting Jackie Brown because you just put it
It's
the
a
wrong hand.
really good film. Such a good film.
Watchmen versus Sherlock the Blind Banker.
That's a TV show.
movie?
That's
Yeah,
get
that's
out of there.
Unless they did
Watchmen
they do a movie?
versus The Never-Ending
They're all
Story.
feature length.
No, The Blind Banker is one of the episodes of.
Yeah, all of their episodes are feature length.
Ridiculous.
Oh.
Get
So
it
what's
out
the
of here.
question?
Watchmen versus
Watchmen
The Never-Ending Story.
Never-Ending Story.
Worst case of false advertising. Movie ends.
Yeah.
They go with the Dragon Tattoo 2011 versus Ed Wood.
I haven't seen Ed Wood.
I haven't seen Ed Wood or that version of Dragon Tattoo.
Actually, you know what? I haven't seen Ed Wood either.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't think I've seen that version either.
Okay.
That's the Daniel
That's
Craig
the
one, right?
Daniel Craig one, yeah.
You guys haven't
See-
seen the Daniel Craig Girl with Dragon Tattoo?
No,
No, I
I've seen the
watched
Noomi Rapace one.
Yeah.
I
Seems
won't
like old
I,
time.
on purpose, won't even watch the Noomi Rapace one because I know that it can't be as good as the Daniel Craig one.
The Noomi Rapace one's pretty good.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
The Daniel Craig one is like one of my favorite movies.
Seems
I haven't seen
like
Seems
old
Like Old
times versus Madagascar.
Haven't seen Seems Like Old Times.
I haven't seen scenes.
I can't even tell who's in there. Is that Chevy Chase?
Aladdin versus Madagascar.
Aladdin.
Aladdin. Welcome to Madagascar is very, very
Tropic
good.
Thunder versus Poltergeist.
I haven't seen Poltergeist. Looks too scary.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Neither.
Poltergeist either.
Did you know that there's a scene where someone falls into a pool and then all of these skeletons pop up? Like all these bones and stuff? Turns out they were real bones of
Oh.
real people. And that was a cursed set. Happy Halloween!
Look, do you mean to say that the
The
scene was
director-
you're just going to
got-
fall into a pool and then get out, but then all these bones came out of nowhere and spooked the crap out of
No,
everyone?
no. It was like supposed to be like they were supposed to get prop bones, but for some reason they actually got real bones,
Oh,
The
okay.
real human remains.
real human remains.
That's kind of Vector.
Yeah.
Is
Exactly.
Dragonheart the movie that has
Tropic Thunder
the
versus
voice of
Dragonheart.
Sean Connery?
Couldn't tell you.
Oh, I think it is.
I haven't seen
That
Dragonheart.
mean,
movie
I'll
makes
go-
me cry.
I'll go Tropic Thunder.
It's a tie, so we'll get rid of Dragonheart. Tropic Thunder versus the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Haven't seen Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, you know what? I haven't seen it either.
Oh, either have I actually. Tropic Thunder versus Zombieland. You're a part of this too.
Oh.
Oh shit.
I like Zombieland.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, it's taught me a lot about zombie survival. So.
Tommy Boy versus
I
Indiana
love
Jones and the
Tommy
Last
Boy.
Crusade.
Oh,
Last
but it's the
Crusade.
Last Crusade.
Yeah.
Dude, have you guys seen
Crusade.
Tommy? Have you guys seen
I've
Tommy
seen
Boy?
Tommy Boy.
That's why I don't
If
play
you-
Terry. I haven't seen any movies.
Dude, you need to see Tommy Boy. Tommy Boy's so good. It is Indiana Jones, but Tommy Boy's fire trucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Chris Farley,
Chris
man.
Farley, man. Yeah.
Direct link to my funny bone.
Ice Age 2, The Meltdown versus Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy Hollow.
Sleep
I haven't
Hollow.
seen either of those films.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter because Sleepy Hollow would have won anyway, Ben. Enemy of the State versus National Treasure.
Enemy of the
Enemy of
State's
the
the Will
State.
Smith one, right?
It is.
Oh, it's National
Gene
Treasure.
Hackman.
It's National Treasure.
No, it's not.
Enemy of the State, apparently, Jace. National Treasure Book of Secrets, though, 2007 versus Apocalypto.
Apocalypto.
National.
So, mate.
That's the other Declaration of Independence.
Apocalypto's like brutal and awesome.
Here we go,
Is that
Jace.
the one
The,
they steal the book of the
The
Declaration?
Declaration of Independence,
Yeah,
yeah.
Declaration,
the original.
the Fifth
I haven't seen that in
Element.
the first one.
I don't know if I've seen the Brady Bunch movie. I
Yeah.
don't
I
think I would
have
because
seen it.
I had like
Okay,
a
that's good.
severe hatred of that film.
I remember
I mean,
actually,
probably
speaking of
That IP.
Speaking of Book of Secrets, I think we got to that bit like where he sneaks into the president's chambers or whatever, and the thing's in like a secret little compartment. And then there was like some kind of emergency, like fire alarm, and we all got evacuated out of the cinema. And they said you could go in and we can restart the movie, or you can get a free ticket. And so we got a free ticket. I was like, I don't care about the movie. The Fifth Element versus Starsky and Hutch.
Check
Starsky
out
and
that
Hutch is
poster
funny.
for the Fifth Element. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's that. Is it a? It's bizarre. Is it French?
I've got no idea.
I think you might actually get a win here, Jason.
Fifth Element.
Yeah.
Right hand, Jace. Right hand for Fifth Element. Alien 3 versus Lara Croft Tomb Raider. 2001.
Oh, they're pretty bad.
Alien 3 is
They
the really
both are
bad
It's a
one.
shitty off.
bad.
I'm gonna go with the.
I'll go
Tomb
Lara
Raider.
Croft. Yeah. I remember that cinema was
Yeah.
packed
I'm
out
gonna go
when
with
I
it.
on launch time.
Ghostbusters 2 versus True Romance.
I
haven't
haven't
seen
seen
True
True
Romance.
Romance.
Ghostbusters 2 versus Love Actually.
Oh, that's a good.
The
Love
thing
Actually.
about Love Actually is I used to watch it with my ex a lot.
Now it's tainted,
And-
is that what you're saying?
It's tainted now.
It's tainted Love Actually.
Yes.
Nice.
So Ghostbusters.
Well, you're voting Love Actually with that hand.
Ghostbusters.
Terry, how are you voting?
Yeah.
Love Actually. Sorry,
Yeah,
Jace.
Love Actually.
Yeah, I voted Jace. Sorry, mate. Every time. Iron Man 3 versus Pearl Harbor.
Ooh, Iron Man 3 is the worst one.
There's
Yeah.
Pearl Harbor.
It is Pearl
I'm
Harbor.
going with Pearl
though.
Harbor.
Go Iron Man
I'm
3.
with you too.
Oh man.
The Terminal versus The Bourne Ultimatum.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
This is actually.
I'll have to think
Yeah.
of it. I'd have to think about this one.
Yeah.
Shit.
What do about the neck issues? No, I starve.
Oh, Ben does not feel good.
And eat the bite.
Defying the Hanks.
Bite to eat. I eat to bite.
Oh, you know what? Fuck it.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I'll go to Terminal as well.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
B3.
Like
Wow.
Bourne Ultimatum isn't as strong with the other two, whereas the Terminal is on,
By itself.
yeah.
Oh, The Quick and the Dead.
Wait, hang on. Are you saying The Bourne Ultimatum is the weakest Bourne film?
No. It's just like without the other two, it's like not as
Yeah,
like-
it's made as good as it is because of the sum of the trilogy.
yeah.
I get
don't
what
know,
you're saying.
man.
I
You
think it's
can-
the strongest standalone one. Oh, actually, it's the first one. I think the
I
first
think it's.
one-
I think it might be the best one. Well, this might be a separate
I think the
discussion.
first one's
The,
aged
the whole
well.
Waterloo scene, man. Oh, masterful.
I'm gonna say The Quick and the Dead.
I haven't
Jess?
seen Quick with Dead, but,
Yeah, haven't seen it. I think
but
it's
I'll
a
go
top.
Mission Impossible.
Oh, okay.
I
You need
just
to
got
see Quick and the
chills,
Dead.
Shane. Just got chills thinking about that Waterloo scene.
So good.
When,
Tie-
when
tie
they
your shoelace.
when they first
Tie your
see
shoelace.
that It's him. Like when he bursts in and beats up those two grunts, and they're like, "That's fucking Jason Bourne."
Coming to America
That's
versus
so
Swordfish.
Coming to America.
These two movies are equal to me in goodness.
Mm.
You
Swordfish
guys-
is
Sorry.
great.
Swordfish was on every
Restrepo?
trailer.
Never heard of
No
it.
idea what that is.
Restrepo
Yeah.
was a
I don't
documentary.
even know what that other movie is.
You're a documentary.
Let's just skip them both.
I am.
Oh, I know. Wait, I know Death Sentence.
Oh, sorry. Borat versus The Wrestler, which I haven't seen. I need to watch The Wrestler.
Oh, the wrestler.
Oh.
Yeah, the
The
wrestler's
Wrestler.
great.
Yeah, The Wrestler.
Mickey Rourke.
Mm.
The Chronicles of
Powerhouse
Narnia,
football.
Prince Caspian versus Back to the Future Part 3.
I haven't seen the Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian.
Yeah, there's that. Too.
Yeah, either way, I have no idea
Prince
what that is.
Braveheart
Caspian.
versus Back to the Future Part 3.
They may take our lives.
Braveheart
They'll
is a
never
long
take-
movie.
Your freedom. Yeah, it's freedom.
Sorry, Jace. Friday versus Wall-E.
Ooh, oh, it's Wall-E.
I haven't seen Friday.
Wall-E.
I also haven't seen next Friday.
Ice Age 2, The Meltdown versus
Friday
Me,
After
Myself,
Next.
and Irene.
I haven't seen the Ice Age 2: The Meltdown.
So me, myself, and Irene.
It is me, myself, and
Yeah,
Irene,
well,
though.
And let's finish it here. Terminal Velocity versus X-Men 2.
I haven't seen Terminal Velocity.
Terminal Velocity?
Yeah, it's Charlie Sheen, right?
Rings a bell.
It's the
Why
skydiving
does that-
one.
I have
Yeah.
no idea.
I haven't seen it.
Should we skip
No,
it?
it's the. Is it Sky? Oh.
The Green Mile versus X-Men 2. Ooh.
There we
Oh,
go.
No, it's a
it's
tough
the Green
one.
Mile.
That's a tough one. But yeah, I think the Green,
Green Mile.
by
It's
a
The best
mile.
X-Men movie, isn't it? Is X-Men 2 the best X-Men? That's
Yeah.
what people say,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Hands
But Green
The
Mile.
Hanks strikes.
Mm.
There we go. That was Versus. We will continue that another time. For now, though, we're going to wrap up the show here. Before we get to the end of the show, though, let's wrap it up with our end games. We gave you 2 film quotes at the start of the show. You need to try and guess what they are. That was scrolling by in the ticker all night. Mr. Movies, movie quote number 1. Remind us.
Okay. I had a brother, a baby brother, and he was perfect. Perfect in every way.
Oh my God! It was just it was just
it-
in my head. The scene, the image.
Picture me with more muscles. Lots of
Yeah,
Is
muscles.
it, is it Mad Max Fury Road?
It is Mad
It
Max
is.
Fury
It
Road.
is. I
I was
remember I
gonna
was
say
like,
Max
big guy,
Payne, but I was
gross, disgusting. Yeah.
Is it Nathan Jones that says that?
I don't know.
It's
what
the bald guy.
Yeah,
The bald
he was,
guy.
He was a
The big-
WWE wrestler.
Was he?
Oh.
Yeah.
Good quote, Ben. Well done.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
many way more obvious quotes in that movie that you could have gone with, and that's good. I like it.
He pulls the whole intake off the top of the engine at the end of the movie. It's just like, oh! And there's fire just spitting up everywhere.
He's
Nice.
also in Fearless with Jet Li. Okay.
Oh, nice. I like that movie. Fearless. The
And
fight
movie quote
scenes.
number 2. Don't worry, they're fine. You can't crush a soul here. That's what life on Earth is for.
That's Soul.
Soul
Yeah.
to the man in the
Still
beanie.
haven't seen
No.
it. Still haven't seen it. I will
Worth
get around
watching.
to it.
Worth
I
watching.
do
It's
love
pretty good.
Disney, and I
Yeah.
do like jazz.
Good music. Yeah.
Also on Disney
Really-
Plus, just like Free Guy. Soul, go check it out.
Yeah.
And the last game we like to play is
Ah,
6 Degrees. We need to try and connect 2 actors via
we
films
go,
that
here we
they've
go.
starred in.
Yeah.
Terry, tell us.
I said Jeff Bridges to Adam Sandler, and I said it without knowing an answer. So,
So
I
Adam
don't
Sandler is in Uncut Gems.
he is.
Um,
There's not a lot of other A-list stars in that though.
He's in Big Daddy.
He
He's
is.
in Little
He's in
Nicky.
The Longest Yard.
50
Longest
First Dates. You got
Yard.
Drew Barrymore there. You got Sean
Date.
Austin?
Aston. Yeah. Happy
Hmm.
Gilmore with
Yeah.
With Ben
Basically
Stiller?
almost.
he's
Oh.
uncredited, but he is in that.
Oh,
Norm
if he's not
Macdonald
credited,
is
it
in
doesn't
that
count.
one too, right?
And Norm Macdonald
Yeah.
is in, and Billy Madison.
What was
Yeah,
that?
he's in both of those.
What was that? Oh, I'm blanking on the director, but he did a lot of films with Paul Rudd and I think Adam Sandler. But Adam Sandler plays himself in the film. It's like because like the main character's a comedian or something. And you got Ray Romano
Funny
also
Guys?
plays himself.
Old guys.
No,
Something about old funny people.
there's just like a lot of A-list.
and like
actors
Chris
in there.
Rock is in there and stuff.
Maybe.
Who plays the devil in Little Nicky?
Harvey Keitel.
That's good.
Yeah. Hey, tithead. It's also got the King of Comedy. What's the guy's name? Oh gosh. He's the devil's dad.
Oh yeah, Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah, Rodney Dangerfield's in that film. He
Yeah.
plays Satan's father.
That's right.
It's a terrible movie, but it's hilarious at the same time.
Wow. All right. Jeff
It's
Bridges.
got Henry
is
Winkler.
in-
It's got Henry
It does?
Winkler.
Covered in bees.
Covered in bees. Yeah, actually, that actor that plays the brother is in The Replacements with Keanu Reeves, but the other brother, the guy with the lazy eye. Oh, have I done it? No, I've just gone Adam Sandler to Adam Sandler. Pretty sure he's in The Longest Yard as well, but that's with Adam Sandler.
Is anyone else in Pixels? I didn't see Pixels. Anyone?
Yeah, you've got
Paul Blart.
Oh,
What's his name?
did you just call him Paul Blart?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember his name.
Kevin James.
Kevin James. Yeah.
Yeah.
His cameraman YouTube channel is
Oh
amazing.
gosh,
Have you
the
seen
guy
one?
that plays
Sound guy,
Tyrion
sorry.
Lannister. The guy that plays Tyrion Lannister. What's his name?
Yeah,
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage. He's in Pixel. The
Peter
creator
Dinklage
of the creator of Pac-Man is in Pixel.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Oh, the voice of Olaf the Snowman.
Oh yeah.
I can see his face.
Yeah, he's in a bunch of films as well. He's in Pixel.
Josh Gad.
Josh Gad.
Yeah,
Gad,
that's it. Josh
yeah.
Gad. Yeah. Okay. Jeff
Okay,
Bridges.
Yeah,
Jeff
but
Bridges
this
is in Crazy Heart with Colin Farrell. He's
He's
also in True Grit with
Yep.
all of those people.
Matt Damon.
Tron.
Tron
Tron.
is what I was thinking.
Have you seen Tron?
Iron Man.
I-
I can't use MCU.
yeah.
Olivia Wilde is in Tron.
Olivia Wilde is. Yeah, Josh Gad. Thanks, Twiggy.
Thanks, Twiggy.
Hey, Twiggy.
Yeah.
Love
Can
you,
we
Twiggy.
get there?
trying to think of Harvey Keitel movies now.
Pulp
Yeah.
Fiction.
Yeah.
I loved his scene with the coffee.
Oh,
Love that
hang
whole
on,
coffee
hang on,
scene.
Hang on. Jeff Bridges is the dude in The Big
In Big
Lebowski.
Lebowski.
Lebowski, yeah.
And in The Big Lebowski, you got Steve Buscemi, and Steve Buscemi is in Mr. Deeds and a bunch of other Adam Sandler
Happy
movies.
Gilmore.
Yeah, he's in
Man,
Happy
I'm
Gilmore.
glad I
Nice.
got that
Well done.
guy.
Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 degrees. Terry, is that right?
Uh,
Agree.
maybe? What did I
Jeff
say?
Bridges in Big
Steve
Lebowski.
Buscemi? It is,
with
yeah, 2
Buscemi,
degrees.
And then Buscemi with Adam
Yeah.
Sandler in other movies.
Yeah, nice. Oh, we should have started with Jeff Bridges.
Bravo. Well
Nice.
done. Well done.
Good stuff.
GG.
Nice. That was 6 degrees. We'll play it again next week. That's right. We'll be back again next week. Next Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Follow us here, twitch.tv/magic_cast, and catch all our past episodes on my YouTube channel, Magic Casts, one word on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter @Movie Magic Show. We'll notify you when we're going live next week and the topics we're going to be discussing. We haven't decided what to review next week, guys, but I wanted to posit Squid Game. Seems to be all the
sure.
rage. It's a TV show, Ben. I know. But it's getting rave reviews.
It's also, Ben, just to add to, I don't know how you feel about subtitle films. It's a Korean TV show.
I'm sick next week. I can feel it.
I'm on
coming.
episode 4,
Just-
and I don't
just
really
watch
feel
the-
like watching past episode 4.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Oh, so maybe we do something else.
Well, no, just the content's really dark, boys.
Yeah.
How
Really
many
dark.
episodes are
Okay.
there? Of
9.
the show?
9.
9, right.
Yeah.
Mm. They're in episode 4, which is.
Well, okay, how about I'll watch it,
Oh.
and then once we've all watched it, we can then decide if we want to review it. But in the meantime, we can review something else.
You'll have to binge the AF out of it. What do the kids say? You have to binge it very much.
That's what the kids say. Yes, Ben.
Yeah.
Binge it very much.
And watch the first episode. That's all.
I skipped big portions of the first episode.
What?
Parts.
Like I
Terry,
couldn't digest.
I can't take you seriously. You're like Will. Like, remember
No.
what
No,
the
no,
film
no.
did Will say? Will just like I couldn't. I skipped like 10 minutes at a time. I was like, what are you
It's Will
doing?
doing?
I did my absolute best, but the character, I'm going to say he grows, but it's the exact type of cringy, kind of simpering, horrible.
Twiggy, chat, help me out.
Like I just, yeah.
Twiggy
the
says,
kids these
"Men
days.
sound so just like the kids these days."
I can't take that kind of thing. Like I found it difficult in I think I even said this last week, in Parasite. I found Parasite difficult to watch. I'm glad I suffered through. I'm glad I got over
Persisted.
it in watching Parasite. I persisted through that pain, but I couldn't do it. Like it was so relentlessly cringe that I was like, just no.
Parasite?
And so I skipped. Sorry.
Oh, you're talking about Squid Game now.
Yeah, I'm talking about Squid Game. So I skipped like 10 seconds, and then I'm like, it's still going 10 more seconds, and I'm like, but I watched I don't know. I think I maybe watched most of it. I'm going to say I watched 3/4 of the first episode.
Okay.
But I skipped through portions of it because I had to get past the cringe.
I'm totally
glad
picturing you
that I
as,
did, but no.
as how John Mulaney depicts Mick Jagger in real
Yeah,
life.
Not funny.
Not funny.
Yeah.
It's just like,
like-
say it no. And, yeah.
I love that.
All right,
it's-
I've just jumped on Stan. I've gone over to the movie section, and a film that's just jumped out because I haven't seen it, and it's probably going to be good. J. Edgar,
As in J. Edgar Hoover.
as in Leonardo DiCaprio playing J. Edgar.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I think I'm sick next week as well.
What? It's a movie,
already seen
Jason.
it?
Come
Can we
on.
force Jason to watch Master and Commander: The Far Side of the World?
Jason, if you want to. Actually, here's one. How about Mira? You haven't seen The Fighter. I remember noting that
Yeah,
down.
good one.
Yeah, I haven't seen Fighter. That's the
Yeah. Christian Bale.
Christian
the one
Bale.
with Ryu and Ken, and they travel the streets.
That's exactly it. Yes. Look
Yeah.
forward to it. It's on Stan. It is on Stan.
Yeah. Did we do Warriors or Warrior?
It's also looks like it's
I
No,
don't
I
also
don't
think
think so.
Maybe we can do like a fight movie night next week, and we do those two.
Fight Night.
I don't mind. Yeah. I've seen The Fighter so many times.
They're both on Netflix as well.
Oh, there you go.
And Southpaw is there too.
The
love
Fighter and
Southpaw.
Warrior, shall we?
Never Back Down. Never Back Down 2.
Never Back Down. So fun.
Four Brothers.
Fighting.
Never
starring
Back Down 2
Channing
is just
Tatum.
a joke of a movie title.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like No Retreat, No Surrender.
Yeah, but again, it's like never, never backing back down. Never.
Yeah. Never not don't back down.
Yeah.
Twiggy, I will watch Squid Game. Maybe we'll review it. We'll see. We'll see how we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so The Fighter and Warrior next week. Both are on Stan, and both are on Netflix. Is that right? They're both.
Yeah,
both
I'm
on
looking at it
Netflix.
right
Look
now.
at
The
that.
last day to watch The Fighter apparently is the 14th of... Oh, fuck.
Is that today?
That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Well, it's readily available on Stan. I don't see it.
And the same with Netflix as well. The last day to watch... sorry, the same with Warrior as well. The last day to watch it's tomorrow.
Well, they're both
no.
on Stan. I don't see them leaving, like, unless I'm missing something here where it's saying
Yeah.
it's about to leave.
Mm.
Anyway,
One thing
Nice.
that I will say is from where I am right now, lockdown has kind of... restrictions have eased. So I am hoping to go see Shang-Chi.
I saw
and
Shang-Chi.
my dream.
Yeah, I saw
So,
Shang-Chi
yeah.
that week before last.
So
I'm double
really
vaxxed as of the 23rd, so the episode after next, anticipating we will be reviewing something cinematic.
Mm.
Does it take a week or two to kick in though, Shane? You got to get the second back, and then you got to.
No,
What?
no, that's
Get out of
this
town.
is a bureaucracy, Ben. It has nothing to do with the efficacy. It's all about
I've got
the
I've
paperwork.
got that big
it's red
green
tape.
tick
Yeah,
on my app.
Oh, so we're not
Thank you
actually
very
trying
much.
to stay safe. We're just trying to.
No, we're trying to
abide
get
by
to the
rules.
cinemas, Ben.
yeah. We're literally it's yeah. The rules aren't designed to keep you safe, Ben.
Yeah, well,
The rules
yeah.
are just the rules.
The lockdown is easing here, and there's like 50 cases a day. When we locked down, when there were 2, so I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I'm still not going to fucking shops. I'm staying here.
Yeah.
Anyway, that'll do it for the Movie Magic Show. Join us next week for our reviews of The Fighter and Warrior. And if you'd like to take part in the discussion, watch them in the next 24 hours on Netflix or at your leisure on Stan. I want to thank the era of Jason Mira.
Hey.
I want to thank the dulcet tones of Terry Fear.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
I want to thank Mr. Movies Ben Stapleton.
Had a pub blush, man. I'm about to go watch Jack Reacher.
Yeah. I
Amazing.
think I'm going to do the same thing.
And I want to thank all of our beloved viewers. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, Hey Ladra.